Talk Sports fans. Thanks for tuning in.
Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to another great LTS show. I am your host, Bodkins, and boy, do we have a show for you guys. It is our March Madness extravaganza. Cannot wait to get into it. First, a little bit of business. Look in our comments section right now. I pinned it. If you click on that link, that links you to our fantasy group, our bracket group, and winner of that will win some money. Right now, I think there's 20 some odd people in that group right now, mixed with the five of us on the show tonight. So tonight we're going to be breaking down a bracket with all the groups. We'll all vote on who's going to win. Majority will advance. Also, we're also going to place one bet per what we're willing to do per loss. So like not per loss, but if you finish dead last, like, you'll rock a shaved head or you'll do something you're going to do something. So we're going to place some bets on what we're willing to do, and can't wait to break it all down with the guys. It is March Madness. It's one of my favorite times of the year. College basketball this Thursday and Friday. I loved this Thursday and Friday as a kid. I used to miss school, skip school every Thursday and Friday during this time. Just so I could stay at home and watch college basketball and fill out at that time of day, you were filling out the hand brackets. It was so great. It was so fun. Cannot wait till this Thursday and Friday to, really watch it all again, man. It's great. You learn people's names and you never heard of, and you'll probably never hear of again. So excited. So let's go ahead. We'll bring in the guys. We got Mr. First Down.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Sam, this is your first bracket, so you never filled them out even as a kid?
Nope, never did it. Cherry popping time, boys. Let's do it.
Jeez. Are you nervous?
I was holding on to that one. I am a little bit just like looking over. It's like very daunting or whatnot, but it looks interesting. So, I mean, I'm in. Why not? I'll shave my head.
Are you willing? So what is your strategy kind of going into this thing as your first time?
I'm not going to – unlike what Scott thinks, I'm not going to pick a 16th seed to beat a 1 seed or anything like that. But if I think I might take a few over, like the closest I think I've watched is like SEC basketball. So, like, I kind of know how decent everybody is in the SEC or whatnot. But like the trick is going to be like those schools like Akron and Nevada and stuff like that, where that's going to get really interesting. Who's going to move forward and whatnot. Other than that, I'll just go with my gut on a couple of these and, look it up and hopefully come out on top so I don't have to end up with a shaved head.
Can't wait. Can't wait. This guy's seen a lot of his basketball. Our own Mr. New York, Nick, Johnny Cruz. Now, I don't know if Johnny, are you a Johns fan? Are you a Johns fan? Grew up in the New York area?
No, actually, no. I mean, basketball is probably my third or fourth sport. To be quite honest, it was always mostly baseball and football. I love hockey, but I mean, I love playing basketball. As far as watching it, I mean, I kind of just follow the players. But I mean, I'm a Hurricanes fan, so I try to follow everything Miami Hurricanes. So, which of course they're not in the tournament. So that sucks this year for the Hurricanes. But no, I mean, I'm mostly been I love watching March Madness just because of the excitement and I love seeing upsets and stuff like that. I mentioned on one of my top 10 memories was the Christian Laettner shot against Kentucky. So I mean, like, I'll watch big games like that and stuff, but there's not like a specific team that I follow and I'm a diehard fan of.
All right. And then we got making his return back to the program, his contract obligation once a month return to the LTS show. He writes his own contract, so he's only obligated to show once a month anymore. And he made it today for his March Madness, just so he can try to talk us into maybe picking KU. But in the group chat, he said he thinks KU is going down early. They got a little injuries. Our own used to be super producer. Now he's just a guy.
Just a guy. He told me privately that KU was going all the way. I'm so confused.
Was I drunk?
Trust?
Was this beginning of the season? Was this after the victory, like the first victory? I was trying to confuse when I told you this. It's gonna be rough, guys. It's like one of the few years I have as a KU fan of having some negative thoughts going into the tournament like this. So it's gonna be a little rough, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I told you, Jay Wright last night said he thinks Kansas and Gonzaga won't even advance past the first round.
I mean, it's insane to say that, but it's very true. And I've kind of, we have the injuries, sure, I'll give you that, but the team just, I mean, you if you don't have McCullers out there, you don't really have anybody else out there. Dickinson's just a big body who gets these numbers. He's not nothing else, and you don't have any shooters. So Furphy hasn't turned out to what I think he should be. He's supposed to be NBA like first round prospect. He'll probably return next year. But Timberlake, for God's sake, is awful, and nobody else really shows up. So it's gonna be rough, man. Look, if we lose to Sanford in the first round, this is gonna be no shock to me. It's gonna be all right. Well, there it is. That's the conclusion of this season. So,
all right. Hey, Tanner, we didn't get your thoughts. I wanted to get your thoughts real quick on the Hollywood Brown signing for the Chiefs. That came across the wire while we were live on air Thursday. Your thoughts? I like it, and I think the most of the game we all kind of agreed is a nice move for the Chiefs.
I'm in for it. I'm willing to see what happens too, what kind of role he plays. Like this guy has been a number one receiver for Arizona and also Baltimore. You gotta remember back in the Baltimore days. And he's also a quick guy. He can play the small role. And he's going to be an upgrade over what we had with MVS by far, and cheaper this year than MVS would have been. Yeah, I'm willing to take a stab and take a look here. Like I said, we've seen legit one style from him, but can he be injury free? That's the only issue I have. So I'm in. Let's go. I'm in for Hollywood Brown. Hopefully his streams turn more red, and we'll be rolling gaming wise on the Chiefs Twitch as well, on top of wearing red. So.
The crazy thing about him too, bro, is that with all that speed, like even if he's just taking the top off of the defense, he's opening it up for everybody else. So it's just that was a good pickup, man.
Yeah, well, that's what MVS was supposed to be last year, is the straight line guy, right? The fast guy. Well, unfortunately for him, nobody really followed MVS out there, and they didn't really have to in the regular season. So Sky Moore, maybe he opens up a little lane for Sky Moore to do something this year. They're talking about keeping Tony right now as well. So maybe Tony and Hollywood Brown.
That's surprising. Surprising.
Just have this little click, right? Just have Rice, Tony, and Brown somehow just click, and you might have actually a scary wide receiver core going into play.
I'm
That's a lot of talent right there, man.
Yeah, I'm probably picking them to win the Super Bowl this year for sure.
Oh, would you, Nick?
Way to go out on the limb there, Nick.
Burrow blocking Bengals. That's the only thing you're allowed to pick, baby.
Nah, baby. I'm on the Chiefs bandwagon 3 in a row. I want to see history.
No.
Yeah. I want to see. I've never seen a three-peat in my life. Seen some back-to-backs. I need to see a three-peat. I'm all in on the Chiefs.
Season's already ruined.
I'm all in on this. Hey, reverse psychology, baby. The Bodkins KOD to the Chiefs.
Oh, goodness.
Let's go ahead and bring our fifth guy in tonight. Guy who helped create the game of basketball with Dr. James Naismith. He also so he's seen the tournament expand from like 4 teams to like 16 teams to 32 teams to 64 teams to the 68 teams, and hopefully he'll be around long enough to see it expand to like 82 teams that everybody seems like they want. Give it up for our own Hall of Famer, Mr. Scott Coe.
Hey, Nick, I heard
live from the piano bar. Live from the piano bar.
First of all, I want to thank Tanner for my new living room set. Looks great. I appreciate that. Number one.
Scott,
Number
you playing
two,
the piano back there.
A tip jar is coming. That's the second.
Play
part.
us
Second
a
of all,
song. You're a Hall of Famer.
second of all,
You're
I want to
Boston
do the obligatory Let's Talk Sports thing. Tune into Aqua and Orange before our show tonight. You'll see Johnny and Alex and crew talking about the Dolphins in pinstripe perspective tomorrow night. So we'll get that out of the way now before the show.
Hey,
before
thanks,
the
Scott.
Appreciate the
Yep.
shout out there, Scott. Thank
No,
you.
not a problem.
That's why you're the Hall of Famer, bro.
Shameless plug.
Yep.
Shameless.
Scott, you're the betting gambler, and always keep an eye on the college basketball. What's your thoughts, as far as is the tournament, just kind of looking at it right away?
I put a sizable bet in on UConn. I know that's a leap of faith, but I mean, I put a sizable bet on UConn. So, no,
Sizable.
there's going to be a lot of upsets this year.
You had them last year. You had them last year.
I had them last year as number 4 seed. There are going to be a lot of upsets this year. I mean, UConn's bracket is tough. San Diego State's there. Florida, Auburn is there, who just won the SEC. Purdue seems like they have the easiest bracket. So I already did a parlay of Kentucky, Purdue, Iowa State, and Creighton. I love Creighton this year. I think Creighton can get to the regional final this year. So I
It's
bet
a matter
them.
of being consistent, man.
Yeah. Plus, it's a matter of all these injuries. Marquette's got this Kohler kid who supposedly is going to be back, but how effective is he going to be through the first couple of rounds? It just all depends. Kansas is their 2 guys are supposedly going to play. How effective are they going to be?
McCullough would be fine. It's your other guy, the tall statue.
Dickinson, yeah. And Florida just lost their big center. He broke his leg in the SEC championship game, so that might not affect him in the first game, but going on past that, it's not going to be pretty. So,
yeah, I'm all in for Duquesne, baby. Duquesne hitting to the tournament for the first time since 1977.
Yeah.
And their coach is retiring after. Have we heard this before?
Yeah.
Long Beach State out there. Have you heard of their coach getting canned and then going to the NCAA tournament? What if they beat Arizona? What the heck are they going to do? I'm sorry.
Apologize.
Come back.
Here's a raise. My bad. I mean,
boys,
Stetson with their first appearance this year as well.
Yeah.
Ever.
UConn.
So that's kind of cool too.
Thanks for coming.
Before we get into the bracket, let's handle business. So again, the loser will have to do something. So state what you're willing to do on air, whether it's you're going to shave your head, drink something, do something. So I'll go first. If I finish last, I will drink a sardine milkshake on air. I will do that. I will do that. Sam?
Well, I might as well look like a Make-A-Wish kid, so I'll shave my head. Might as well. Right.
Hey, here's the stipulation, though. If you keep your head shaved, you got to do it till like your baseball team wins 2 in a row. So till the Guardians win 2 in a row. Is that fair enough? Everybody agree on that?
I'll see y'all in December. Anyway.
Johnny, you need a minute to think about it.
Yeah, I need a second.
I got Johnny's. Johnny's going to perform My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard in a Miami Dolphins banana hammock. That is what Johnny's going to do. You're welcome.
I'm not trying to get rid of all of our viewers. First of all, and I can't drink the sardine milkshake because I will throw up.
I want that on there.
You mentioned no shaving. All right, I won't shave until after the baseball season. So I'll go all the way.
Baseball season.
I'll go all the way to the end of October, November without shaving. I'll go all the way to the end of October without shaving.
Johnny,
all right, I like it.
You cannot take my stick. You can't take my stick. I'm sorry.
A beard looks good on you, though, Scott. A beard looks good on you.
Sean Connery from The Rock.
I think that's what you should be. I think that's what it should be, Scott.
Alex, I'll take my orgy for 200, please, Alex.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go sit in a pancake house all day and eat pancakes.
Oh, the 24/7. Oh man,
You're gonna do
Yeah.
that for real, Scott?
No,
you
can't
got
do that,
to be
man.
on
You can't
air.
do that.
that
You got
I'll-
history. You can't do that.
that is
I was about to say that. Yeah, that might not be the best thing for your
Yeah.
house.
that's right.
You can't do that.
Yeah,
You got
do that,
history.
Scott, do that,
You can't-
do
you
that.
can't
Hey.
allow that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
That guy did it at Waffle House, and he took a picture by the hour of how long he was
Yeah.
at that Waffle
Well,
House.
It was a fantasy football thing. He finished last, and for every waffle he ate, though, he took an hour off the time.
Yeah, hour off. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will come
All
on the air through the whole baseball season and wear Yankees hat and Yankee shirt all year long.
And you're a Red
All
Sox
right.
fan. That's huge.
And I'm a Red Sox fan.
Okay. Okay.
So,
That's
Okay.
a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Tanner, what you got?
So I know
Or
Steve
she said,
mentioned, public
Or-
embarrassment of we're in, Bruno or do a song on air. I will personally do a song, just the show. That's the only show it is. It's me there, only me, a song live on air of the choice of the first place person.
All right.
Ooh.
I
Alright.
will do- If
All
I
right.
finish last.
turn
I like it.
around every now and then. I get a
Out
little.
of the five of us, or out of the first person who went to our group? Who went?
No,
No,
whoever
it's
wins. He
just
said whoever
group.
wins.
Our group. The
I
whoever's
see
in
the
our
fucking
bracket,
look in your eyes.
whoever's in our bracket,
That's right.
whoever's first place gets to pick the song I have to do by myself in the middle of the day on freaking Let's Talk Sports.
Yes.
don't let Nick win. Nick's liable to do
All right.
the
I don't want
Packers
Nick to
theme
win.
song. Or,
I don't want any of you guys to win, actually. So
Bet. I bet. Okay, and that's only if you finish last. Again, that's only if you finish last out of the five of us. So you're only got to beat
Right.
one person. So
I can't wait to
and
hear.
then we do have a
Tanner's
gig,
rendition
folks.
of Bad Boy by Mace.
Again, we do have our group. It's linked in our comment section. I started. It's at the very top. If you click that link, it'll take you to our group on our ESPN. Fill out your bracket. See if you can beat us. First place will get money and get a pick if Tanner finishes last out of the five of us of a song of their choice that he has to sing and dance to. So
Nick,
now
Nick,
that
let's
business.
get this out of the way first. How much is in your Venmo account that these people are going to win? Do we know?
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't worry
I don't
about
know,
it.
Scott.
Don't worry about
Don't worry about it, Scott. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
I'm not
it. Could be
worried.
$20. Could be $5. Could be if they don't have Venmo, I have Cash App, and I don't know how much money's in each of them. So, there's
Everybody's
that.
got a bazooka, a 5-cent bazooka piece of gum.
I never said how much money. I just said they win money, Scott. And it's promise you, it's more money than what they signing up
I'll
free.
try-
You got nothing to
Oh,
lose.
No,
Alan, I hope you go
Alan,
last.
it doesn't-
Oh,
that
I would
doesn't-
be so invigorated. I would be so.
Alan finishes last for the terminal chant SEC retire. Oh my gosh.
How about if you lose?
Hey,
the
I'm going to hammer it home. All bets have been placed. I'm hammering it home. It's the powers that be. The bet.
If
Gentlemen,
Alan
it's been an
finishes
honor
last,
playing with you tonight.
if Alan finishes last place, he has to profess his love for the Philadelphia Eagles all year long.
No. And it's got to be like a 3-page summary. It's
Yep.
got to be something like in depth.
Let's go ahead. We'll jump into it. I got the bracket here pulled up,
I'm
boys.
gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick.
All right, here we go.
Andy, go away.
Damn, you want to play it safe? You take the higher seed in every game.
Right.
So,
Right.
But fortune favors the Bucks.
Giants just give Blake Snell 2 year for $62 million.
Giants did?
Whoa.
Damn.
Holy
Yeah.
crap!
Yeah.
the Yankees needed him desperately, and he goes to the Giants.
Nah, they weren't going to pay. They're
No,
up to
they weren't gonna
the third tier of tax, so they would have had to pay like 100 and something %. So a
Man.
$30 million contract would have cost them 63. So they weren't,
Yeah,
they
but
weren't gonna
what's a couple million when you got $1 billion? You know what I mean?
I mean, I feel
Yeah,
you,
man.
but how ain't his dad, bro? How ain't his dad?
Don't worry about
Yeah.
it, Johnny. Giancarlo Stanton lost a ton of weight, so he looks good. He's all set.
I'm not worried. As long as Judge and Soto and Rizzo stay healthy, I think we're going to score a lot of runs. So I'm okay.
I better not pick on the Yankees. I might be wearing their gear pretty soon.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
We're the pinstripes, boy.
Let's get into it here. We'll start with everybody on agreement. The UConn over Stetson. No need to talk about it.
Hold on, Nick. Sam, what do you think?
Oh, don't do this to me. UConn over Stetson. Yes.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
They're the best team. They're the best team in college basketball.
Tanner told me to said KU's going all the way, so he must got the inside scoop or something. I don't know.
All right. Let's get into the 8-9 matchup. FAU Northwestern. Scott, we'll start with you. Who you like?
I like Florida Atlantic. Northwestern's all kind of banged up right now. Florida Atlantic, in their
Didn't they go to the
non-conference.
Final Four last year? FAU,
They
right?
did, and they have everybody back. And then before their conference season started, they were playing really, really well. So I like Florida Atlantic in this matchup.
I think Allen should sing "Good Old Rocky Top" when they play Oklahoma. That's what I think he should do.
There you
That's
go. Sam, who do you like, FAU or Northwestern?
FAU, you can't go against those crazy Floridians. You just don't do it.
Johnny?
Yeah, I'm with the FAU house.
Tanner?
It's a tough one, guys, because they're pretty. I mean, they're really. FAU has better offense, but they don't have better competition here. I know they were a sweet team last year. They were really fun here, but I got to go with the team that went 21-11 playing in the Big Ten here. I'm going Northwestern.
It doesn't matter, though. I was going to go Northwestern too, Tanner, but the majority rolls 3-2 here, so FAU advances.
Yeah.
That's how it has to be.
Yeah.
We got another Final Four team, San Diego State versus last year's San Diego State versus UAB. Tanner, will go to you this time. Who you like?
Do me last year. I'm trying to pull it up.
Ew.
That's what she said.
Yeah,
Johnny.
there it is. There it is.
Yes, Sam.
There it is. Yeah.
Alex, I'll take Doobie last.
Look, I just want you to understand, Nick. I have you up on a pedestal, and every time you say something like that, you're just this like little middle school child up there. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Oh, that's my brain.
Oh, God help me.
Johnny, who you like, San Diego State or UAB?
I mean, there's always 1-5 that beats a 12. I mean, or 1-12 that beats a 5.
This ain't it. This ain't it.
I was about to say I don't think this is going to be it, so I'll go with San Diego State here.
Oh wait, I didn't mean to click them yet. I'll just Sam. Who you like, San Diego State or UAB?
When I looked up stuff about UAB, none of it was good. I'm going San Diego State. Like none of it. It was all bad.
Scott?
Yeah, this is San Diego State's time of the year. I mean, their defense is top 10 in the country. So give me San Diego State.
I agree. I got San Diego State winner. We're all in agreement.
I agree with you guys here. Ken Palm has almost a 10-point win right now. I agree. UNB might have a little momentum, but San Diego State always does well this time of year.
Definitely. Tanner, can you go first on this one, or you want to go last every time? I just need to know.
Auburn Yale.
Yeah, Auburn Yale.
This is actually I think this will be a really fun game to watch here, middle afternoon there. But there's something to watch for. Is kind of the Yale because I had to go on a shooting spree, and they also got a little bit of size. But I think Auburn takes care of it. Just an early sneak peek here. One of my finals favorite teams of Auburn. So I like Auburn
they
here.
Dominated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, who you like, Auburn or Yale?
Auburn. Love Bruce Pearl. I think he's a great basketball coach. I hated to see him leave Tennessee forever ago. So go Bruce Pearl, go Auburn. Auburn. War damn Eagle.
Johnny?
I'm going Auburn as well. I'm with Tanner. I think they're gonna. If they make it up there to battle UConn, I think they can give them a tough game.
Good. Johnny, could you go with me and not Tanner?
I'm right there too. I like Auburn. Scott, where are you at with Auburn Yale?
Yeah, Auburn's top 15 in the country in offense, defense efficiency. 1 of 4 teams. They just won the SEC tournament. Yale barely beat Brown. We're down 6 with a minute left and came back and won the game.
Last second shot. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Give me Auburn as well. BYU versus Duquesne. I said earlier, Duquesne ain't been to the title game or the March Madness since 1977. Just that fact, I'm rooting for Duquesne. But Scott, we'll go to you. Who do you like?
I'm rooting for Duquesne too, but I just think BYU has shown all year long that they're a really good team. They have a couple of good guys coming, in the starting lineup. They struggle on the road. I don't think they're going to struggle against Duquesne. Duquesne won that tournament, but they didn't. They played 6 seeds and 8 seeds to win the tournament. So Dayton lost. Top 2 or 3 seeds lost in that tournament. So I don't think Duquesne's is as good as their championship. And I'm rooting for Duquesne, but BYU is going to win the game.
Tanner?
I mean, you're playing. You played in your first conference, first time in the Big 12, hardest conference I think in the nation, and now you got to go up against an 11 seed here. BYU dominates them. Ken Palm has it a 8-point win, but I think it's easily 10 plus. So give me BYU.
Yeah. Johnny.
Yeah, I'm sticking with. There's gonna be a lot of chalk on my bracket. On my bracket, I'm just letting y'all know. It's a good story about Duquesne, but no, I'll go with BYU here.
Sam,
give me those fundamentally sound white guys out of Brigham Young University.
Hey, they can't have sex if they win the whole thing. But by God, I'm going BYU.
Yeah, that's right. That's why you pick them, Nick. They've got all that energy pent up.
They got all that pent up frustration.
Just waiting to explode.
The next matchup, we got Illinois versus Morehead State. Scott, we'll go to you here. Who do you like?
Oh, thank God.
Illinois won the Big Ten tournament championship yesterday.
They did, and they can score. The thing that gives me pause in them is their defense. They do not play good defense at all. I don't think Morehead State is the type of team that can take advantage of that. Illinois got one of the best guys in the country in Terrence Shannon Jr. Yep. And they got a couple other guys to go with them. I just think Illinois is going to might make a deep run in this tournament. So give me Illinois.
Johnny, who do you like?
Yeah, isn't that kid from Illinois possibly a lottery pick as well?
Shannon Jr.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Illinois here.
Tanner,
momentum. I believe in it strongly going into the tournament. Illinois is on that top of momentum coming in. Give me Illinois.
Sam.
I struggled with this one, but I think I'm going to lean towards Illinois because he said momentum 3 times, and that just gets right in.
Yeah, clean sweep for the Fighting Illini. Then we got Washington State and Drake. Johnny, who you like here?
The rapper.
Well, this is the one time where I'm going to take a 10 over a 7. Don't ask me why. I just am. But I'm gonna go with Drake pulling out the mini upset here over Washington State.
I like it too, actually. So that's 2 votes for Drake. Sam, who you like here, Washington State or Drake?
Where is Drake located? Can I ask that question?
Midwest.
Yeah, they're located in Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines, like outside Omaha.
Wow,
they're playing in Omaha.
I was just curious. You know what? I'll go Drake here as well. I don't want to think for myself. Go ahead.
Tanner?
It's looking at KenPom. They have it as a 1-point win for Washington State, which tells me this is too close to matter, and Drake has won these very close games this season. Give me Drake.
Scott?
The best player in the court's with Drake and DeVries. Plus, as Tanner said, they're playing in Omaha, which is literally a bus ride away for them. Drake's going to win. Drake is a good team, good Midwest team.
Quick story here.
I don't know whether to feel better about my pick now that everybody agree with me or to feel worse, but no, I like this Drake.
I watched them play in Indiana State. They're really good.
Yeah,
they are.
I like this pick here. Iowa State better watch out.
So Drake when they went to the Final Four way back. My stepmom's dad was an assistant coach there. So I was always
nice.
kind of root for Drake just due to that process. So
Hey, Nick, I was
Yeah.
17 when Drake went to the Final Four, so I remember
I
those
believe
days
it.
very well.
I mean, it was like in the Scott, the 70s, right? 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
In all honesty, right?
70. I think
It
it
was
was in the
70.
70s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, the music was phenomenal back then.
Mhm. Yes, it was, Sam.
I will
It
survive.
was.
was
I'm being honest. It was.
I will survive.
We get
was
to
the
the,
best.
The 215
More the
seed,
rock scene, but yeah.
Iowa State versus South Dakota State. Tanner, who you like here?
Ken Palm has this thing 77-61. Such a big spread here. Pretty easy here. Iowa State takes care of business.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I think they do too, Tanner. But something tells me Iowa State always somehow fumbles the bag when they're a high seed. But
That's next round. That's next round.
Yeah.
That comes later.
I kind of think they could be. I could smell an upset. Johnny, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not gonna have them fall into a 15 here. I think they'll get past South Dakota, but again, like I said earlier, Iowa State better be ready for Drake in the next round, or Drake can get past them. But I think I got Iowa State winning this one here.
Sam,
Iowa State. I'm not gonna go against a 2 and a 15 seed. I'm gonna stick with Iowa State.
It's only happened a handful of times, right?
yeah. It always seems Iowa State always seems to falter though when they're high seeds. I feel like Scott.
Yeah, their defense is for real. They completely decimated Houston in that championship game. So
Yeah, that was
for right
ugly.
now, I think Iowa State advances. So
Should you guys want to finish filling out the East all the way across, or should we go down and then across, or how you want?
Let's get that bracket part done.
Yeah. Let's do
Finish out the
each
East.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So in the East, in the round of 32, we got UConn versus FAU. 2 Final Four teams. Scott, you love UConn, right?
yeah, this is where the ride ends for FAU, UConn. And don't forget, UConn
Tanner?
is playing in Brooklyn and Boston this year. So
Oh,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm with UConn here.
Johnny.
Yeah, UConn's the best team in the country, bro. So I'll go with UConn.
Sam.
I have to go UConn here. I kind of hope secretly the FAU pulls up the upset, but they're not.
So do I. So do I, but they're not.
I mean, we always hope for
Hey,
it, but yeah.
Well, I
I'm
like
with you.
FAU down here too.
I do too.
Yeah, Florida Atlantic. I like UConn too. I think they're going to advance. Man, this is a tough game. This could be a game of the tournament. San Diego State, Auburn. Scott, what's your thoughts?
I'm going to go with Auburn. I just think San Diego State does not have enough offense. I think Auburn showed against Florida they can play really good defense. And I think they can score in clutch situations. Plus, they played in one of the top 2 conferences in the nation, in the SEC. So, and they won it. So give me Auburn.
Tanner?
We're looking here at San Diego State being the 9th best in the nation for adjusted efficiency in defensive categories. The 33rd effective field goal percentage. They're 20th best defending the 3 points. But Auburn is your ultimate team here. 10th best in offense, adjusted efficiency, 4th best in the league. You got the 1st best defense in effective field goal percentage. You got the 9th best defense in 3-point percentage. 1st defense in 2-point percentage. 3rd best in blocks. This defense is going to outlast what San Diego State can put up because San Diego State can't shoot the ball very well. They're from 3-point percentage. They're 307th best. 31.3% from 3-point range in offense. And you're going to get past Auburn? Nah, give me Auburn.
No, fam. No.
Nah.
So we got 2 votes for Auburn. Johnny?
Yeah, I expect Auburn to go far in this bracket. I'm a big fan of Bruce Pearl. Besides the illegal stuff that he does and all the rules that he be breaking, but he's a great coach, especially when it comes to the tournament. And you know what I'm saying, they just won the SEC, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Auburn here.
Yeah, Sam.
SEC, Auburn, War Damn Eagle.
All right, hammer it home. We're all in on Auburn. Then we got BYU versus Illinois. We're real chalky around here right now. The 6 versus the 3. Tanner, we'll start with you. BYU versus Illinois.
Illinois should be the favorite here. Let's be real. Third best offense here. They are, 121st best in 3, so they're pretty average there. They're really good inside, down low that we've seen. Their tempo is 56th in the nation, so they can go fast here. BYU, on the other hand, is more balanced and more together. 11th best in offense, 48th best in defense. They're 23rd best in effective field goal percentage, 61st best on the defensive side. But I think here's the kicker here. As you look here at the defensive side for 3-point percentage for Illinois, 214th on the defensive side. They can't guard the 3 very well. 60th best on the defensive side, 132nd best, and BYU is also 8th best on offense. All BYU needs to do is get hot somewhere in the second half, and they have the game. Give me BYU in this one.
Ooh, 1 vote for BYU. Scott, will go to you. BYU, Illinois.
This is going to be the differentiating game first. Differentiate. I love what Illinois is doing. I just love them on offense. I think that if they on defense, if they could go above screens instead of below screens, I think their defense could tick up at least 10 points a game. Mm-hmm. I just think Illinois has got enough on offense. BYU just goes into these cold spells sometimes in games, and it costs them. And if BYU has a 3 to 4 minute stretch in the second half where they don't score at all or hardly, that could be the difference in the game. So give me Illinois.
1-1, Johnny. Who you got?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Tanner mentioned it about BYU with the 3. If they hit any type of a patch where they're missing 3-pointers, I think Illinois is going to be able to continue to score. So I got a little Illinois in this one.
Sam, 2-1.
I'm gonna go Illinois here. I just feel like that offense is going to take care of business. BYU wins. It's because they got super hot when they needed to. So I think Illinois wins it here.
Jimmy Fredette's not walking through that door. Give me Illinois, baby.
That's right. The Storm and Mormons fall, baby.
Tim is the only one of the Storm and Mormons.
And the tournament is all about guard play, man.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Illinois probably got one of the top 2 guards in the tournament this year. So
we get to Drake versus Iowa State. 2 Iowa teams here representing. Scott, who you like?
Iowa State brings fans out. They did in the Big 12 tournament. Drake will bring just as many fans out in this game, I think. This is where Iowa State's
I think they played in the regular season. I think. Let me look.
I got it up here.
I don't think they did.
They did not play in the regular season.
Okay, I thought there's usually like a round robin of a bunch of Iowa teams playing each other. So
one thing that gives me pause with Iowa State, again, is their offense. They struggle on offense at times in games. And Drake against Indiana State in that tournament didn't seem like they were a struggling offensive team. This DeVries kid's for real. I think Drake beats Iowa State and moves on to the Sweet 16.
Hell yeah. I like it too, Scott. That's 2 votes for Drake. Sam?
I really liked your story about Drake, so I'm gonna swing with Drake. It's very heartwarming.
Thanks, Sam. That's 3 votes, but Johnny, go ahead.
Do I make you laugh like a clown? Is that what I'm here for? For you amusement?
I really thought I was going to be on the Drake bus by myself, but I'm glad to know that I got fellow riders with me. I'm going to take Drake beating Iowa State in this, man.
Tanner?
I like Drake to get to the Sweet 16, but that's not it, though.
Look, this is a back and forth looking deal here. You got one side a really great offense, not a really great defense. You got the other side a pretty average offense, but not pretty good defense on the other side too. You do got the best defense in adjusted efficiency going on with Iowa State here, and I think once you get into this part here, the turnover percentage is the turnovers count the most here. I'm going Iowa State because they're second best in the defensive efficiency of getting that turnover when they need to. and they have the momentum going through Baylor and Houston here in the Big 12 tournament, plus South Dakota State being a run out. So yeah, I'm taking Iowa State in this matchup.
Okay. So Tanner is on Iowa State Island, but Drake advances because the majority rules here. So, all right, we get to the Sweet 16. The 1 seed UConn versus the number 4 seed Auburn. We'll go to you, Tanner. You've been on Island the last 2 times, so we'll start off with you.
I have been. Again, you got the first best offense, right? With UConn coming to play, 11th best in defense versus the 10th best offense and the 4th best defense. Already kind of talked to you a little bit about Auburn does really well. Well, UConn does it pretty well as well. But look at the difference in the competition levels where I'm heading to. Look at your conferences. Look at the teams you had to play. Auburn had way more of a road to take than UConn did. UConn just ended up finished high, and they finished up pretty, impactful. They did have losses to Creighton, Seton Hall, and Kansas. Okay. 3 teams, or 2, one that got left out should have been in Seton Hall, except for their spot got stolen. Creighton, we all know, can be up and down the whole time. Kansas has not looked the same at all since that UConn game there. Versus Auburn's schedule, you lost to Baylor right off the bat, Appalachian State, whatever, mishap. But then every other loss is Kentucky, Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, teams that you're going to lose to in the conference, right? Big teams here, but you took care of business elsewise, and you ran through South Carolina, one of the hottest teams in the nation, Mississippi State and Florida. Dude, I'm taking Auburn. I'm taking Auburn to win this. They have more of the sheet. They play better defense as well, and I think again the turnover spot's going to get to it, and I think Auburn can force that. So.
I like both of these coaches too. I like Bobby Hurley, and I love Bruce Pearl. Scott, we'll go to you here. UConn, Auburn.
I think the other thing that leans me toward UConn is their non-conference schedule. They played a lot of road games, and they played a lot of tough teams. They played Carolina. They played Texas. I think they played some other really good schools. Their non-conference was top 10 in the country.
Gonzaga.
I think that got them. Gonzaga. I think that got them ready for this point. And I think out of the 2 years, last year and this year, this is going to be UConn's toughest game of the tournament. I think Auburn is going to bring it. The game is in Boston. UConn is going to outnumber those fans completely in Boston. So give me UConn.
Ooh, 1-1. Johnny, we'll go to you. UConn, vote for UConn. 1 vote for Auburn.
That is the key, I think, right there. Scott said it. It's in Boston. I like Auburn in this matchup.
Yeah, I love Auburn too.
But it's essentially a home game for UConn. And that, again, they're the defending champs. It's hard as hell to repeat. And I like Bruce Pearl a lot, but I think basically having a home game here is really going to help UConn out. So I'm going to go with UConn.
Is the Florida Gators the last team to go back-to-back?
Yep.
National
I
champions?
believe so, yeah. Your boy, Joakim Noah and them. Yep.
Al Horford. Ronnie Brewer, I think, was on them teams.
Billy Donovan was the
Corey
coach.
Brewer.
Yep.
Yeah. Corey Brewer,
Stacked roster.
Yeah. Sam, we got 2 votes UConn, 1 vote Auburn.
I like both these coaches. I really love Bruce Pearl, but watching UConn play, and like Scott said, with the crowd and everything that's going to be there, I think UConn's going to take it, unfortunately. I hope I'm wrong.
I've kind of leaned towards Auburn a little bit, but 3 against 2, UConn advances.
That's one there with that would not surprise me at all if Auburn wins that game.
No, the result won't surprise me. If it's UConn, Auburn.
Yeah.
So UConn, we got UConn advances to the final. Oh wait, no.
Elite
Never
Eight.
mind. We got Illinois Drake
Elite
down
Eight.
here. Sorry. The other Sweet 16. The Elite Eight. Sorry. The other Sweet 16 matchup, we got Illinois versus Drake. Our journey team Drake here. The Cinderella story. Does it continue, Scott?
No, I think Iowa State's defense is going to take a lot out of Drake in this game. I know that there'll be a gap in between both games, but Iowa State's an aggressive, banging type of defense. I think it's going to take a toll on Drake. I think Illinois' offense is enough to get them through to the Elite Eight. So I'm gonna take Illinois to win the game.
Johnny?
Yeah, I'm with Scott on this. The clock is going to strike midnight for Drake. It's going to be a nice run getting to the Sweet 16, but Illinois is going to have too much offense for them. Again, guard play in the tournament is huge. And like Scott mentioned a couple of times, they got probably one or the second best guard in all of college basketball. So I'm going with Illinois here.
Sam?
Illinois, got to. Your Drake story was so touching, but I think it ends there with Illinois.
Tanner, you're obviously on Illinois because you had Drake losing last, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, in order for Drake to win this game, they got to go just beyond unbelievable from 3-point range, and they're 40th best, so they can do it, but they would have to I'm talking 18, 23s to be able to keep up with Illinois down low. So give me Illinois.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. The Cinderella story is over. All right, we get to our Elite 8 matchup: UConn versus Illinois. Who's going to the Final Four, Tanner?
Well, between these two teams, guys, it's going to be UConn. UConn takes the cake here. They're just overall better shooters. They're overall better defense at this point. Illinois is what they are. You've had two losses to Purdue in your season. You lost to Michigan State, Penn State, Northwestern, Maryland, Tennessee, Marquette. You've lost to these teams. UConn out here swept Marquette this season, and that just proves to me by itself Marquette's a good team, and they took care of Marquette each time. It wasn't really much of a game. That's the biggest matchup I'm seeing for comparison here, and UConn's just being a better team, and they're going to be more. I don't want to say healthy at this point, but they'll be a little bit more refreshed at this point.
Johnny, who you like?
I'm going to go with the defending champs here, too. I think Auburn's going to put enough of a scare in them that they're going to be extra focused going into that next round against Illinois. This is going to be a tough match. I think it's going to be a great game. But I like the defending champs here. I'm going to go with UConn.
All right. Sam?
UConn. Too powerful. Can't be stopped.
Scott?
Yeah.
There's a Death Star. I mean, what do you want?
Illinois' defensive deficiencies is going to come to play big time in this game. UConn can hit from the outside. They can hit inside. They can play any type of game. Illinois I don't think stands a chance in this game to beat them. So
all right, UConn advances to the Final Four. Let's get into the South region here. We're all in agreement. Houston over Longwood, right? Nobody thinks the 16th beating the 1 seed, correct?
What?
Ken Palm has a almost 30-point victory in this one. So yeah, I'll take Houston.
Is Longwood going to even score 35 points in this game after what Houston just?
Hey, Ken Palm has 55 on the board. So.
Thanks, Longwood.
We'll get into. Hey, should we just? You guys want to keep it the way we do? Or as soon as we get to 3 out of 5, we're just going to advance that team to speed up the process.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
fine. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's go Nebraska, Texas A&M. Who you got, Tanner?
It's a 2-point victory currently for Nebraska on Ken Palm. Looking at it here, look, Nebraska's had a good season, right? They're not. I mean,
Fred Hoiberg is the
technically he's on his trail like he did in Iowa State, just a little behind, but they're getting there. A&M kind of surprised here getting in as well. Again, that's just the SEC magic here. But I'm gonna go ahead and take it. I'm gonna take the 8 wins over the 9. Give me Nebraska.
Oh.
Scott, I like Nebraska too, by the way. So that's 2 votes for Nebraska.
I'm going to go the other way. I think Texas A&M will shock Nebraska. The thing that gives me pause with Nebraska is when they go on the road, they're not as good a team as they are at home. At home, I think they were close to undefeated. On the road, I think Texas A&M, Buzz Williams, is going to be able to dictate tempo, and I think Texas A&M can rebound the ball better than Nebraska can.
I forgot Buzz Williams, their coach now.
Yeah, that could be big in this game, the rebounding situation. So
Buzz versus Fred Hoiberg. Okay, 2 votes to 1. Johnny, who you like?
I'm going to take Texas A&M only one because I think they'll win it, And 2 is I want to put Sam in a spot where he's going to have to be the deciding vote.
Sam, you're the deciding factor. It's 2-2. Nebraska or A&M? Who's advancing?
I have to go potty. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, hell with it. SEC, Texas A&M, baby. Takes
All right, A&M advances 3-2.
down those damn Cornhuskers.
We get Wisconsin, who's coming off the Big Ten loss in the final. Played really well against JMU. JMU's got 30 wins. Now, I'm going to go ahead and make my pick real quick. This is my 12-5 upset. I think JMU beats Wisconsin. When you got 30 wins, it tells me you're doing something. Scott, what's your thoughts? Or go ahead, Johnny. You were going to say something.
I was about to say, I'm going to piggyback with you on that one. That's my 12-5 upset there. I'm going to take James Madison as well.
So we got 2 votes for JMU, Scott.
Outside of Michigan State, who is James Madison beaten in the non-conference or the conference? They haven't really beaten anybody.
They got 30 wins. They beat 30 other teams. That's who.
Right.
But to the Wisconsin level of Wisconsin, everybody's picking James Madison to win the game. Money's coming in on James Madison. I think Wisconsin's going to win this game. I think Wisconsin's just got too much talent, and I think that they're playing really well right now, like they were earlier in the season.
They are playing well.
Take Wisconsin. I'm going to take Wisconsin.
It's Tanner. It's 2-1.
I don't trust Wisconsin in this matchup here. I really don't.
Do this to me.
If they would have given Wisconsin, A&M, or Nebraska,
you are so full of garbage. You picked the right one right now, young man. Don't put this on.
I don't like Wisconsin's matchup. If you look at their last 10 games here, they won 3 of them. 3 of them. Outside of the conference. Sorry, outside of the conference, they won 3 of them. Right? That's just you're not winning in a tournament when you lose 4 in a row, 1, 2 in a row, 1.
Do it.
I'm taking James Madison to win this game.
There it is, the 12-5 upset. JMU advances. Then we get Duke, Vermont.
Hold on.
Hey, Sam is the final pick.
Keep going. That's
I know. No, we're doing once we get to 3.
I know it's 3-1.
Right. Try to quarter me.
All right. Duke versus Vermont. We're always going to save Sam for last from now on. So that way, if it's a tie,
no, don't do that.
Duke versus Vermont. Johnny, it's not your greatest Duke team, but it's still the Dukes, and they're still a 4 seed.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Duke to advance here over Vermont.
Scott,
I'm taking Duke.
I got Duke too. I got Duke too. Tanner, you got Duke.
Yep. Good with it.
All right.
If it was last year's Vermont team, I'd take Vermont, but it's not. So
yeah,
they're not good at 3.
Yeah.
All right. Texas State versus NC State. Tanner, we'll start with you here. 6 versus 11. NC State won the SEC tournament or ACC tournament. Sorry.
ACC. Yeah. They did.
Who is it? Texas State.
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
So here, Ken Palmas is an 8-point win here. Man, I like both these teams right now. Because they really have. NC State lost their last 4 before the tournament, but then killed it. What a mess that is.
In the tournament.
Yeah, I guess I'm going NC State in this one here. They are Texas Tech has a little bit advantage on the stats, but when you lose 4 to Florida, when you lose 4 in a row, Florida State, North Carolina, Duke, and Pittsburgh, 3 of them ranked, and then you go into the tournament and dominate the way you did. Yeah, no, I'm good. Let's go momentum. NC
I'm right
State.
there with you. I'm right there. I like the Mo for NC State too, Tanner. That's 2 votes for NC State. Scott, who you like?
Johnny, let's do this now.
No. Stop it.
I like Texas Tech.
So 2-1.
I mean, I know NC State went on a run to win the tournament, but like you mentioned, they did not look good going into that tournament. I know they won it, but I'm gonna go Texas Tech here.
Generally, when a team is on a high like NC State was, their next game they come way down.
They come right down. Yep.
Right. And NC State has an injury to, I think it's Brian Burns, He's one of their best players. I think he's got an injury to watch. If he does not play, there is no way NC State beats Texas Tech. And even if he plays, Texas Tech has been good all year long. I like Texas Tech in this spot. I think they'll win the game. I think NC State's level of play is coming way down.
Sam, it's 2-2. You break the tie.
Of course you would do that. Of course you all would do that. You're so full of garbage, all of you. All right. I wanted this to be one of my upsets, so I'm going to stick with it. NC State. There.
NC State advances.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We get to Kentucky versus Oakland.
I got
Oakland. Johnny, who you like?
Kentucky, bro. Kentucky's going to win this game, and it should be fairly easily.
Same. I got Kentucky. Tanner?
Number 1 in 3-point percentage, number 1 in block percentage, number 32 in the 2-point percentage. They're going to run all over him. So, yeah, give me Kentucky.
I didn't know the Oakland A's played basketball, too. What the hell?
They're better in basketball than they are baseball.
I was going to say they're better in basketball than baseball.
Yeah. Scott, it's 7 versus 10 here. Florida versus I think it's either going to be Boise State or Colorado. Florida, you mentioned the injuries to Florida. What's your thoughts here?
The injury to the big guy is definitely concerning for Florida. I think Colorado is going to win that play-in game. If it's Colorado, Florida better be on watch here because Colorado is a hot team coming in. They just went to the conference tournament. They were not in the tournament before that Pac-12 tournament started, and they got to the final to play their way in. Saying that, I like Florida. They played in one of the best conferences all year long, so give me Florida.
I like the Gators too. Tanner?
It's that injury that really gets me.
Yeah,
it's always a scary factor here. Colorado, 5th best in 3-point percentage, but they're also 59th in the defensive side of things. They're really not awful by any means here. I'm going Colorado. I think Colorado wins that playing game, and then they upset Florida. So I'm going Colorado.
Hey, I could see it happening for sure. Johnny?
Yeah, I mean, that injury is rough, but I think they'll have enough to get past this one round right here. So I'm gonna go with Florida.
Damn. All right. Three votes to Florida. All right. Marquette versus Western Kentucky. Tanner, we'll go to you here.
Look, this one should easily be Marquette. Marquette's been one of the best teams all year long. They've had
they're getting back one of their better players, right? Like one of their better players is coming back from injury.
Yeah, you're not gonna lose to Western Kentucky at 1:00 in the afternoon. So now give me Marquette.
I like Marquette too, Scott.
Yeah, as I read today, Marquette. If Kolek plays, it's a walk. If Kolek doesn't play, they're still going to beat him. Western Kentucky turns the ball over way too much for my liking. Go give me Marquette.
Yeah. All right. Scroll back. We'll just play it. We'll go back up this way. So we round of 32. We got Florida versus Marquette. I like Marquette. Johnny?
I like Marquette as well. I think they can make a run in this bracket.
Tanner?
21st best offense, 19th best defense going against the 14th and 83rd. Yeah, give me Marquette all day long.
Marquette advances here. NC State, Kentucky. Scott?
Kentucky. I mean, even if NC State beats Texas Tech, they're not in Kentucky's class. So give me Kentucky.
Yeah. See, and these are the upsets I don't mind, like the 11 or the 6, because I pretty much got Kentucky winning the next round anyway. So if you win or you know what I mean, it doesn't really break the bracket. So I got Kentucky too. Tanner?
Kentucky.
All right.
Boy, Sam's had a few games off here. This is very disappointing.
Wonderful thing. Let's not ruin it. The streak continues.
Duke versus JMU. Johnny, I love JMU for some reason. Maybe I'm just into this hype train, but what's your thoughts?
I do like them as well. I think Duke gets to the Sweet 16, but that's probably gonna be it. But I'll take Duke here.
Give me James Madison. Give me James Madison. Let's go. Upset Central. Duke hasn't played well
No, I know what you're doing.
consistently all year.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah, they've been
No
up and down. They've been up and down all year.
No momentum.
Yeah.
James Madison. Let's go, babe.
I like it too, Tanner. I'm with you. Why not? Ride them one more round of the Sweet 16. Scott, 2-1 here.
Don't do it, Scott. Don't
I hate to do it, Sam. I hate to do it, Sam.
God. Oh
I'm picking
God.
James Madison. I don't think this is a normal Duke team. I think this is a Duke team that struggles.
Woo!
I'm going to take James Madison. Sorry, Sam.
That's
There you go. He got lucky. No.
Yeah.
You-
Woohoo!
three-
Thank you, Scott.
Yeah.
Everything coming up, Sam.
Scott, we'll go to you in the sweet elite round of 32. Houston versus Texas A&M, the 1 versus the 9.
This is gonna be a fun one.
This is the first number 1 seed that goes out. Texas A&M beat them already. Houston struggles on offense. I think the struggle you saw in the Big 12 tournament final is real. So I think Texas A&M can stay with Houston, and I think if it's a close game with 2 or 3 minutes left, I think Texas A&M is going to steal it. So give me Texas A&M.
Wow. Tanner? I didn't know
Ain't
what to
going
say.
there yet. Ain't going there yet. We're going Houston for sure. It's gonna be a defensive battle for Houston here, but Texas A&M's offense stinks. 353rd in 2 3-point percentage, 301st in 2-point percentage, 234th in free throw percentage, and they get blocked all the time. Houston has a little bit of a size. They play really great defense. They're top 5 in majority of the categories. Top 14 for everything else there. It shouldn't be a thing here. Give me Houston.
1-1, Johnny. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm with Houston as well. I'd love to pick the upset here, but I think that loss kind of embarrassed Houston a little bit in the tournament. So I think they're gonna have a little motivation here. So I think I got Houston going on.
I'm going to say this. I feel like Houston always seems to die out slowly somewhere, or like doesn't make quite the deep run every time. So I'm going to say Texas A&M.
But in the second round,
Do it.
Hey, why
well,
not?
there you go, Sam.
Sam, you're up.
Houston,
Sam,
Texas
you're up,
A&M,
bro.
You're the deciding factor.
This
Who
wasn't
convinced you the most?
You know what? Delete that Venmo I sent you. Don't do this to me. I'm going to go Texas A&M here. I think I think they're really good. I've seen the Cougars play. They're okay. I don't think they're bad in any sense, but I think Texas A&M's tougher. I think Texas A&M wins.
All right, let's stay right here in the Sweet 16. Who advances to the Elite 8? Texas
That whole
A&M
bracket
versus
is low now.
What? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm messing with
Texas.
I was like, good
Hey,
God.
Texas A&M versus JMU. Scott, we'll go to you. Who you like?
I'm going to take James Madison in this game.
Oh man, we're gonna have.
Oh no, you're not. You're just doing that to screw me. Stop it.
I think
I'm
James
with you,
Madison.
Scott. I'm with you.
No,
I
you're
mean,
not.
you went through one defensive game against Houston, and now you got to play back to one of the other best defensive teams in the NCAA. We're going James Madison. You can't.
It's
do
a
that.
one. It's a 1 day turnaround in this situation between the games. Number one and number two, Texas A&M is going to absolutely be in a war against Houston, and they're going to suffer. And
You could
it's
say the same
James
thing about
Madison's
JMU
benefit.
Duke.
Yeah,
Nah.
James
We got
Madison.
2 votes for JMU. Johnny, who you like?
Johnny.
Well, I mean, I had Duke
Johnny.
beating JMU in the other in my bracket, and then I had Duke actually beating Houston. So I'm gonna go with James Madison here too. Then, since the bracket's already leaning that way, I'm gonna jump on James Madison.
The Cinderella story of JMU. We get to the other Elite 8 match or Sweet 16 matchup. Kentucky versus Marquette. Tanner, who you like?
Stats and facts point me all to Kentucky. Best team, the best best everything. They're young, they're fast, their tempo's high, the 11th best in the league. They can shoot, they can do all that. What they don't tell you is that they throw up the shots when they're in trouble. Look what they did against Kansas earlier this year, and that tells you everything in a high-pressure situation. Look what Marquette did at KU earlier in the year as well. Tells you everything about their high-pressure situation. Marquette wins this game. Despite what the stats and facts tell you, Marquette has more control in these high, tense moments than the young Kentucky team. Marquette takes care of business.
I like Kentucky personally, Scott, so that's my vote. So it's 1-1. Who you like?
I'm the biggest John Calipari fan there is around, and I'll tell you something. When he gets into games like this, he comes up short as a coach. Give me Marquette. Marquette's going to win the game against Kentucky.
2-1, Johnny. Who you like?
I like Marquette a lot in this bracket. I mentioned it earlier. Marquette could go far in this bracket. I actually got Marquette winning this bracket, so I'm going with Marquette winning this one here.
All right.
Jeez. Sam is off the hook tonight. What the? Come on.
It's a wonderful thing, Scott. It's to be celebrated.
We get the 12-2 matchup. Johnny, we'll go back to you. 12-2, is it the Cinderella run end, or does it continue to the Final Four?
Nah, it ends for me here, man. It's Marquette going to the Final Four.
Tanner?
Marquette's it. I mean, you can look at the stats facts all you want here, where their rankings are. You just have to look at the competition level in the end for these two matchups here. Marquette's got this thing.
Scott?
I didn't know I was going to be the start of this blow-up bracket here with Texas A&M.
This South bracket is all kinds of messed up. Boy.
Hey, but watch it be like that, though. Watch it. You know what I mean? That's usually how some shit ends.
There's always one bracket in the tournament that is just completely insanely messed up. In this,
where you're just like,
Marquette.
What the fuck happened?
It's Marquette in this situation. They did
I agree
too much
too.
talent against Chase Madison. So
yeah. The Cinderella story ends. So we got Marquette going to the Final Four. All right, let's get to the West bracket. We're all in agreement. North Carolina wins whoever the hell is the play-in team. So if you oppose, say, nay. All right, Tanner, we'll go with you. Mississippi. We'll go with you. Mississippi State versus Tom Izzo, again back in the tournament for Michigan State.
I don't know how the hell Izzo guy even got in. So I'm going Mississippi State.
They just have to write him in every year, just
I was just sitting there waiting, for the final, bracket to go through and then not to announce Michigan State. And I can finally be like, oh, finally, KU has the sole streak going on by themselves. And then they throw in Mississippi State, and then they go Michigan State. I'm like, what the hell? How did Izzo get in this thing? He shouldn't be in. So, yeah, give me Mississippi State.
Well, the fact that Izzo is in, it's Izzo time, baby. It doesn't matter. He always gets they advance. He always gets at least one win, I feel like. So I got Michigan State. Scott?
Tom Izzo has a 65% winning percentage as a lowest seed. He's the lowest seed here. Give me Michigan State.
2 votes to 1, Johnny.
I'm gonna make it easy for you, Sam. It's Tom Izzo. Even if he only wins one game, the fact that he's in the tournament, he's just one of the best coaches in history. I'm gonna take Tom Izzo to win one.
Listen, Sam's very cocky. Sam's very cocky right now. Look at him right now.
Sam's going to have to fill out his own bracket, though, eventually. So,
I was going to say, he's going to have to fill out his own one. So.
We'll go St. Mary's versus Grand Canyon, 12-5 matchup. Scott, Grand Canyon's pretty tough. So is St. Mary's, though.
Yeah, St. Mary's is – I have it. Wait a minute. Go to Johnny first, but come back to me in a minute.
All right, Johnny, go ahead.
What? Can we do that? I'm going to do that.
Apparently so.
You're not.
I want to say this is my other 12-5, but no, I already picked a 12 to win, so I'm going to go with St. Mary's here.
Okay, so St. Mary's started 3-5. They're 23-2 since. Number one. Number two, they're 358th in tempo on offense and 359th in average length of possession. They take over 20 seconds off the shot clock every possession. So you know what St. Mary's wants to do. They want to slow it down. Grand Canyon's a really good team. I mean, there was a reason I said they were getting the NCAA tournament. Their offense is really good, and their coach Bryce Drew has that team. That team loves playing for him. I think this is the 12-5 upset I'm most comfortable going with. I think Grand Canyon beats St. Mary's.
Woo! Okay, so it's 1-1, Tanner.
So, Scott, you talked about the tempo and average the possession length as well. Grand Canyon's defense is 264th in the possession length. So they'll let St. Mary's play. They'll let St. Mary's go slow, right? And that's kind of what almost kills them. But their defense is really good in Grand Canyon as well, which I love to see here. And if you're looking here at St. Mary's, though, St. Mary's should be the better team. They've been the better team all year long in this whole conference as well. Gonzaga twice, 2 out of 3 this year. It's kind of a big tell. Man, but the defensive side as well isn't horrible. Yeah, I'm going St. Mary's. I'm going St. Mary's in this one. No upset.
Scott's kind of wagered me into St. Mary's, so I'm gonna our Grand Canyon. So I'm gonna put the pressure on Sam here to break the tie. Go ahead, Sam. St. Mary's a Grand Canyon. It's 2-2.
Like Tommy Pickles overlooking it in Rugrats. It's the Grand Canyon. We're going Grand Canyon.
Ooh, okay, 12-5 upset.
That's a Rugrats reference for you old folks. Okay.
Yeah. We get Alabama versus Charleston. Tanner will go to you. Number 4 versus number 13.
SEC.
They got this 11-point win for Bama. I feel pretty good about this as well. Give me Bama.
Same. Johnny?
I'm going Bama. Look Tide, baby.
I'm going Bama.
Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Blitz, Bama, Blitz.
Clemson versus New Mexico. Is Steve Alford still the New Mexico coach?
No, he's at Nevada.
Oh, okay, Nevada.
Richard Pitino is the New Mexico coach.
Oh, okay. Rick Pitino.
And he might have helped knock his dad St. John's team out of the tournament too.
Yeah, because the committee chair said on CBS yesterday, New Mexico, if they did not win the tournament, they were not getting in.
And they won the spot.
That was the stolen spot.
I was about to say, I'm gonna make my pick first, then, because I'm going with the upset here. I'm gonna take New Mexico over Clemson.
Dick Pitino. All right, I kind of like it. I like it too, Johnny. Actually, I'm going to go New Mexico too. Dick Pitino. Scott,
give me Dickie P. I'll take New Mexico. And Eddie House's son plays for New Mexico. Number 1, and number 2, Jamal Mashburn's son plays for New Mexico.
Ooh,
So
nice.
I guess you get the hope for being a neutral court like the tournament was, because they were crap at the end of the season for New Mexico. They were awful. They didn't win. They beat Nevada twice. That's it. That's all. That's it for your winning teams. Nevada twice. They lost everybody else.
San Diego State and
they lost to San Diego State in the season, but then
them
in the
neutral court. Yeah. So I guess I would go Clemson. Just throwing that out there.
Clemson looked like complete garbage against Boston College in the ACC tournament. And
nobody cares about the tournament, dude.
Well, yeah, but Jay Billis brought
they care about that ACC tournament.
Yeah,
bro.
you got to win. You want to win
all
that
year.
thing. Yeah,
and he said that Clemson has been disinterested more times than they've been interested in playing, and that's a problem. So
Dick Pitino's going to coach him up.
Dickie P.
We got Baylor versus Colgate. Tanner, who you like?
Baylor Bears. Let's go.
Sick 'em Bears. Johnny,
this is fun.
I got Baylor as well.
3 votes for Baylor.
Yeah, Colgate's going to have to go back in the tube for another year.
Lovely here. This AC is flowing in my house. I get to just bask.
We got Dayton versus Nevada. Scott, who you like here? Steve Alford. Here he is.
I'm missing an umbrella straw.
Dayton played like absolute garbage down the stretch. They did not play well at all. They struggled. They lost their tournament opener in their conference. Nevada has 5 guys that play 28 minutes or less, I think, something like that. And Steve Alford is the coach. I think Nevada's the better team here. So give me Nevada.
Agreed. I always like Steve Alford for all the times at Iowa. Went to his basketball camp when I was in high school too. So there's that. So I got to actually meet him. Tanner.
It's an interesting matchup because both, sure, Nevada won their last 7 games, but you lost to New Mexico. You didn't really face any other winning team. There's maybe Boise State, but that's it. So you did your job. But you had Dayton over here losing to Loyola, George Mason, and VCU, for God's sakes. Not really beating anybody big either. Stats and facts. I'm going Dayton in this one. They're third best in the league for 3-point percentage. All it takes is a nice little second half, 5 minutes of just going off. So give me Dayton.
2-1, Johnny.
Sam, you're gonna have to pay for what the comments you just made, Sam.
What comment did I make? What did I do? I'm a good boy.
I want to pick Dayton just to fuck with Sam.
Come on, Johnny.
Actually, we got to pick our own bracket, so I could pick Nevada in my own bracket. So I'm gonna pick Dayton here.
You are a shithead. All right. All right. That's stupid. Dayton, Ohio sucks. I've been there. Go Nevada. There. I like that action.
There you go. Good.
Nevada it is. Okay. Oh,
That
shit.
didn't-
Nope,
that-
can't. I
that
don't want to
didn't-
listen.
That didn't get the chuckle I wanted. Okay. All right. Cool.
Is this the reasoning you're going to use in picking your brackets? I've been to Dayton and it's not good. I'm going Nevada.
No.
Yeah,
No,
hey,
I-
let's hope he does, Scott. Let's hope he does.
I'm not very
Here we
knowledgeable
come.
of all these teams. So, but I still think Johnny should have been more principled and picked the right team, but he didn't.
Well, no, I'm gonna pick Nevada on my bracket. I'm
What?
just not picking them here.
Come on.
Hey,
Come on, let that
Arizona versus Long Beach State. Scott, who you like here?
Arizona.
I love this story. I wish Long Beach State was playing somebody else than Arizona out west. Arizona.
Agreed.
It's
I got
over.
Zona. Tanner.
It's over.
Arizona. Yeah.
Yes,
It's
Yeah.
over.
it's over.
All right, let's round of 32 here. We got Arizona versus Nevada. Tanner, who you like?
I think for this matchup here, we're gonna go zone. We're gonna go Zona.
I agree. Johnny?
Don't do it, Johnny.
Yeah, no, Arizona's winning this game.
Steve Alford gets his own win. We got Baylor versus New Mexico. Scott, who you like?
I love New Mexico a lot. I really do. I think that they can give Baylor some major problems, and Baylor always has that one game in the tournament that they just don't play well, and they shoot themselves out of the tournament. I don't think it's going to be here, though. Give me Baylor.
Sick 'em Bears. Tanner?
It's fun when he does that. I like it.
We take a look here. Baylor Bears are 6th in offense efficiency and 64th in defense. Effective field goal percentage, 16th best in the nation, 24th best in the rebounds, and they get to the line because they're 21st best in the nation. They're also 6th best from 3-point line, and 64th best in the 2-point line. Defense is pretty average in the 150s to 200s. You got New Mexico out here, 41st, 23rd best in the efficiency category, 15th best in turnovers on offense. So they don't turn the ball over, which I like a lot. And they play better defense than they do offense. But I think in this game particularly here, you got to be tough and you got to be able to shoot the ball. And that's where Baylor Bears comes ahead of New Mexico. So give me Baylor Bears roar to take care of business.
Wait a minute. Nick, you hit it. You hit it by mistake. Sam, it's 2-2. You're up.
No, it's not. I heard it. It's Baylor, baby. Bears, rawr. Bears.
We got Bama versus Grand Canyon. Johnny, who you like?
Considering I had St. Mary's winning this game, but I had Bama beating St. Mary's, so I'm gonna go with Bama here.
Scott, who you like?
I think I should go next.
No. I think Alabama's defensive problems are gonna rear their ugly head in this game. I like Grand Canyon to beat Alabama.
1-1.
Nice.
1-1. Tanner, who you like?
I don't think you believe that, Scott. I don't think you believe
I
that
do.
at all.
I
You
do.
know what
Scott's been high on Grand Canyon all year, to his credit. I will say that.
Yeah. Do you know what the interesting fact is on this, Scott? Is the average height between each team? It's the same. It's the same. 78 inches.
Is it really? Okay.
It's insane. This is I was expecting like a 74, 78 range. Looking at the
Yep.
height, it's the same. Right.
Yeah. Wow.
And I mean, quite frankly, Bama, yes, is better in the offensive stats, but Grand Canyon is better in the defensive stats. And this might be a really close game. Really, really close game here. I'm going to go ahead and just pick Bama to win this game here, but I will be paying attention to see if this matchup actually happens because this could be a big upset. But I'm going Bama.
I'm going to say Grand Canyons. Go ahead, Scott, or Sam.
Oh, you're such a doo-doo head. Oh, you're a big doo-doo head. That's what you are. Anyway, like Drewski said, I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, baby. So Alabama wins.
Roll Tide.
Roll damn Tide. Blue.
All right, we got North Carolina versus Michigan State. Johnny, who you like here?
By the way, Sam, that's what
As
you
much
said.
as I hate to say it, I got to go with North Carolina here. Izzo will win his one game, but then that's gonna be it.
Tanner?
Checking it out here. We got the 8th best defense of Michigan State going against the 6th best defense of North Carolina. And 54. Honestly, here it's hard to pick. It's hard to bet against Izzo, but we are betting against Izzo. Let's go North Carolina to go and advance another round.
I got North Carolina. Come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Spit it around your head like a helicopter.
I was ready for it.
So North Carolina wins. All right. We got
Welcome to Easy Street, boys.
Our Sweet 16. North Carolina versus Alabama. Scott, who you like? The 1 versus the 4. We're chalky.
North Carolina. Alabama's defense is awful. Awful. They're not going to beat North Carolina. So give me Carolina.
Johnny.
Yeah, like I said, Alabama. But I have them having some issues with St. Mary's, but yeah, I got to go with North Carolina, man.
Tanner.
Ah, damn it.
guys, let's calm down here, right? North Carolina, they don't make it past really 84. Oh, they hit a 93 here and there. Oh, there's a 103 against Syracuse. Nobody cares. Like, these guys can't score points like Bama can. Bama goes out there and throws up 90 to 100 every freaking game. This is going to be a more of a matchup. Less offense, more of who can throw the most points up. North Carolina can't compete with Bama when it comes to getting points on the board, especially inside. Give me Bama. Give me Bama to win this game.
Sam.
Roll Tide. Sam, it's up to you. 2-2.
Why am I here? Oh, geez.
To break the tie.
Oh, thank you. All right. Well, spin your shirt around your head like a helicopter. North Carolina all the way.
Come on and raise up. North Carolina advances to the Elite 8. Our last Sweet 16.
You're being facetious and you're being mean. That's what you
Baylor versus Arizona. Johnny, who you like?
You're all going on the list.
I'm going to go Arizona here.
Scott?
Arizona's tournament history is they come up small. Arizona's a good team. I've watched them play 2 or 3 times. In 1 or 2 of those games, they just
Who's
go into
coaching them now? Because old Miller got fired, right?
Gonzaga assistant. I don't remember what his name is, but there's a Gonzaga assistant that coaches out there.
That's right.
I'm going to take Baylor. I think Baylor's got enough to beat Arizona. So
1-1. Tanner, go ahead.
Arizona plays too fast for Baylor. Baylor struggles when you have to move up and down the court quickly. You got 16th best in tempo with Arizona, and that's just not the game that Baylor plays. And if Baylor doesn't salvage the game early, it's over with pretty quickly because Arizona's going to take those advantages shots. So Arizona it is.
Sick 'em Bears. Go ahead, Tanner. Sam. 2-2. Break the tie.
Okay, now you're just doing it on purpose. Now you're just being mean. I'm gonna go Baylor Bears here. Nothing against Arizona. I just think Baylor's tougher. I think Baylor's gonna win.
Are you picking everything Nick's picking?
Huh?
Are you just picking what Nick picks?
No, I like Baylor. I've always kind of liked Baylor.
Hold on before we go on. Sam, do you know where Baylor is located?
Yeah, I've been there. There's a Dr. Pepper museum there too. Though.
Yeah, he's been there. It's called Waco, Texas. His family was part of the Waco travesty.
Do you know who coaches Baylor?
No. We went there for a trip past Baylor University.
They went there for a trip. They lived there with this guy. His name was David Koresh for a little while.
That's right. It is Waco, isn't it? That's right. Yeah,
it's perfectly normal.
Sam, who coaches Baylor? Who coaches Baylor?
Oh, I don't know. What do you?
I don't even know. Is it?
And I rest my case. He's just picking.
We're just letting Sam participate. It's first time doing a bracket. He'll get there.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you who coaches Baylor. I forgot who coaches him. It's not
Scott.
It's not.
Yes, Scott picking on me for no reason.
Drew.
Is it still Drew coaches
Scott
him?
Drew.
Right?
Scott
I was
Drew.
saying.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Scott Drew. Yeah. Couldn't remember which one of them.
As Tanner said, Scott coaches him.
All right. North Carolina, Baylor. Scott, will go to you.
Carolina. I hate picking Carolina to go to the Final Four, but I'm going to have to in this situation. I think between R.J. Davis and Baycott, I think that's more than enough to beat Baylor. So give me Carolina.
Johnny?
By the way, just so you know, for purposes, I have Colgate in the regional final. So
whoa.
Hey, we'll you keep your own personal bracket to yourself, Scott. We'll see it at the end. You know,
we'll see it done on Friday. So
yeah. Who you got? North Carolina, Baylor.
Johnny's on mute.
Is Johnny muted? What's going on here? You're muted.
My bad. I was muted because I'm eating. I'll take UNC.
All right, Tanner. We got 2 votes for North Carolina.
Guys, you're telling me that I have to pick between North Carolina and Baylor here?
Yes.
You know what these two teams' differences are here?
Yeah.
6th best offense.
It's in Waco, Texas, Baylor. Did you know that?
What? The 24th best offense versus and the 6th best defense, I guess. I guess they play defense all right. But you also don't play in the best conference.
It's 3 a.m. I must be lonely.
Big 12, the best NCAA conference here. 6th best in 3 points. Guess what? It's raining threes, and it's Baylor Bears. If I had to pick between these two teams here.
Woo!
Go Bears!
Oh, Bears.
Just ask Sam.
No,
Stick 'em, Bears. Go ahead, Sam.
Why are you doing that? All right, I'm going North Carolina here. I gotta go for Tar Heel.
Swear to God.
Why?
North Carolina to the Final Four.
Why? Don't invite me to your damn bracket show then. God,
Sam,
sorry, I
let me
ruined
ask
your
you,
Black
would you rather vacation in Waco, Texas, or Durham, North Carolina?
I'm sorry?
Durham, North
Would you rather
Carolina.
vacation in Waco, Texas, or Durham, North Carolina?
Durham, North Carolina.
Where I'd rather live in Durham, North Carolina. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Purdue, we're all in agreement. Purdue somehow advances as the 1 seed, correct?
Oh, I don't know.
Middle Tennessee State.
Hey,
I
don't know.
We get to the 8-9 Utah State versus TCU. Scott, we'll start with you.
Oh, damn it.
TCU's been an enigma all year long to me. They play well, and then all of a sudden they go into this tailspin. The conference Utah State plays in, they're never successful in the NCAA tournament. Almost never. San Diego State's the outlier in that. I'm going to take Utah State. I think Utah State's going to win a close game. These 8-9 games are always tough.
Thank you.
So give me Utah State.
Tanner?
It's very intriguing here. I was going TCU for quite a while here. I'm looking here at the stats here, and Utah State out here is definitely one of the higher teams here. They can't shoot threes, but they can defend threes at third best in the nation. There, so they don't allow a lot, but they can still score points inside, being 12th best, 5th best by not being blocked at all. This is pretty tempting here. I'm going Utah State in this one.
2 votes for Utah State, Johnny.
Of course, here we go.
Nah, I think Utah State's the better team. Man.
Boom, that's what I'm talking about. Little honesty, finally. A little honesty here.
Gonzaga versus McNeese. Oh, McNeese. All right, Gonzaga versus McNeese. Some people think this is a 12-5 upset. Johnny, we'll go to you.
I'm going to go ahead and be one of those people, and I'm going to take McNeese here.
He's one of those people.
Tanner?
Zags aren't losing the first round. Give me the Zags.
I like Zaga too. Scott?
Come on. No. Don't quit.
See, the worst part of going to Scott is the betting aspect behind him, so it can go either way.
Quit playing games with my heart.
Gonzaga's been 8 straight Sweet 16. This is not a normal Gonzaga team. They've struggled most of the year. They've gotten together the last part of the year. Sam, I'm going to spare you not this time. I'm taking McNeese State in the upset.
Ooh, that's 2-2, right? Go ahead, Sam.
They average 80 points.
Bunch of
80 points a game. So I think
Gonzaga will make it past this round. They'll make it past this round. They'll beat him.
I got Zaga. All right, Tanner, we got your Kansas versus not Stanford, but Samford.
With my heart.
Thank God it's not Stanford.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm up.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Robert. I'm not crazy. I'm just going well. I apologize.
We can switch it up. Don't worry. Look,
You're
KU has a lot. They have a lot to do here on this matchup. Okay, a lot to do here. Stanford they've come out. They played really well at the end. They lost to Wofford and Mercer towards the end, but they won their tournament. They got momentum at the neutral sites, which is massive here. My big issue is the height, because we're at 78.8, but their average height is 75.7. But that means they have a couple big guys out there that can take care of business here, and they can shoot. They can shoot. They're 8th best in 3-point percentage.
Welcome, Robert.
I hate that because we're 168th in defense, and we're 210th best at 3-point percentage on our side. We can score down low, but they're 138th down in the 2-point percentage, 99th best in blocks, which worries me there with Dickinson. Guys, this is going to be a rough one here. I think KU pulls through. I'm picking KU to pull through this one, but it's not going to be pretty. Not going to be pretty at all.
Scott?
There's always one quad bracket that's busted that the lowest seeds win.
We already had that in the South, remember?
Well, I'm talking about in terms of my personal bracket. I always have one of these, and this could be the bracket. I'm going to pick Kansas in this situation. This game is going to be a last possession type of game, I think. I think Kansas has just enough, but I would not be shocked, as Tanner said, if Samford beats Kansas. So
2-0 Kansas. Go ahead, Johnny.
I can't see Kansas being one and done, man. Kansas has to win this game.
Agreed. I got Kansas too. All right, we get South Carolina versus Oregon. Is Frank Martin still the South Carolina coach? That madman?
No, Frank Martin's in UMass.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a perfect spot for him. I feel like all you massholes would love Frank Martin.
We do. He's one of us. We embrace him. Frank, bring it in, buddy.
Johnny, who you like? South Carolina versus Oregon. If Frank Martin's still
but he's
I'm
not.
If this was the South Carolina women, it would be a no-brainer. Like I said, there's gonna be a lot of chalk on my bracket. I'm going South Carolina.
Yeah, I'm same. Scott?
South Carolina's overachieved all year. They were picked to finish, I think, last in the SEC. Oregon has come off Pac-12 last final Pac-12 tournament and won it. Dana Altman, this is his time of year as a coach. I like Oregon. I think Oregon's going to knock them off.
2-1, Tanner. Who you like?
I'm going with Sky here. Oregon has the momentum factor coming into play. Utah, UCLA, Arizona, and Colorado, your last four. You're better off on the offensive side than South Carolina. South Carolina is just an average team that had a couple good wins and got a couple of nice streaks. So I don't see them going very far. No momentum either. So yeah, give me Oregon.
All right, Sam, break the tie.
As the great philosopher Rob Thomas once said, there's an awful lot of breathing room, but I can hardly move. I just wanted to say that for Robert Thomas out here. Anyway,
Okay.
So, gee whiz. South Carolina, sure, why not? SEC now.
I got Creighton versus
I'm loyal to the SEC.
Creighton versus Akron. Scott, who you like?
I love Creighton a lot. I think they're a veteran team with a really good coach. They drilled UConn at the tail end of the season. I think Creighton has everything to get out of this region, so I'm going to take Creighton.
McDermott's still coaching there?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I like McDermott. They're out of Indiana too, right? Creighton is. Where the fuck are they located at? Indiana?
Nebraska. It's somewhere in Nebraska.
It's Omaha area. Omaha area.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I was thinking Indiana. Nonetheless, I got Creighton.
Would have been perfect to put Drake and Creighton in the same area in Omaha.
Yeah, Omaha, Nebraska. Yep. I was totally going Akron for a while until I saw the two losses of Eastern Michigan and Western Michigan back to back to end the season. And that kind of just killed the momentum because they won their tourney. Look, Creighton's the better team. They should dominate here with everybody here. You end the season with Seton Hall, Marquette, and Villanova. Again, I don't really care about the tournament if you lose because it's whatever. At this point, when you guys are already locked in for your tournament spot, so 3 big wins there. You even beat UConn there before you lost to St. John's for some reason. So, yeah, I'm going Creighton.
All right. Johnny, we got Texas versus could be Virginia or Colorado State.
Why is Virginia in this tournament? Why?
I was just about to say, I'm going Texas. And just my thoughts real quick on Creighton. Like, Creighton could win the whole thing.
Wow.
But I'm going Texas on this in this one here. I think Creighton can get out of this bracket, definitely. But I think Creighton can win a title this year. Yep. But I'll go Texas in this Texas game.
Tanner, Texas or UVA? Or
Texas hasn't played well all year long here. I like whoever wins that UVA Colorado State game in this one here. I think Virginia wins, and I think their defense actually shows up for once. In the rare games they won, but I think Virginia's defense shows up and gives Texas trouble. So I like Virginia or Colorado State beating Texas in this matchup.
Scott, we got a 1-1 here.
I'm with Tanner. Texas has not shown me any consistency all year long, and I just don't like the way Texas is playing right now. So UVA can slow them down, and I don't think Texas wants to play UVA. So give me the play-in teams, one of the play-in teams.
Hook 'em horns here. Hook 'em horns.
Of course you are. course you are.
So,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sam.
Oh, jeez.
Break the tie.
This is where
Don't pick the wrong team.
great. Thank you. I'm stuck between you guys, and I don't know if you're feeding me a line of bullshit or you just want to vote for everyone.
Why? We're the
Sam.
betters.
Sam, if you don't pick the right team, your new contract will not be forwarded to you by Tanner.
Just think of it this way too. They both said that either one of those teams would beat Texas.
Yeah.
So they said they don't care who's in the play in.
Well, Vince Young ruined my favorite professional franchise, so UVA or CSU all the way. How about that? The pettiness lives on. You know, it reminds me of a lyric by the great Rob Thomas who said,
Oh, God. Shut his mic off.
Rob Thomas again.
Oh, God.
well,
We got Sam's Tennessee versus St. Peter's. Johnny, we'll go to you. Who do you like?
Wish I lived on good old Rocky Town.
It should be an easy game too.
Should be, but St. Peter's was the golden child last year, defeating a lot of people. Should be.
Not
Yeah, that was last year.
But yeah, I'm with you. I got Tennessee as well. It's a whole new squad there. So
Yeah, I got UT as well. Tennessee. We'll stick right here. UT versus UVA versus CSU. Scott, who you like?
I hate Rick Barnes in the tournament. I hate him. He just does not coach the. But in this case, if it's Virginia or CSU, Tennessee's got more talent. Dalton Connect's going to have a huge weekend this weekend. So give me Tennessee. I'm not picking it because of you, Sam.
Yes, you are.
Johnny?
No, I'm not.
In my
Yeah,
mind,
I like Tennessee in this one as well.
yeah.
I'll go with Tennessee.
There we go.
Tennessee. It's pretty easy.
Everybody's on Tennessee. All right.
Yeah, come on down, boys. The water's fine.
All right.
Until the next
Tennessee advances to the Sweet 16. South Carolina versus Creighton. Johnny?
I like Creighton here.
I do too.
I think
So
they can make a run. I like Creighton here a lot.
2 votes for Creighton. Scott?
I've already put it in. I got Creighton 8-1 to win this regional. So give me Creighton.
Yep.
Woo.
I'm good with it.
All right. We'll get up here to the other Gonzaga versus Kansas. Tanner, we'll go with you.
The
is a tough
size gets
matchup.
closer. 78.8 to 77.7 average height. Kind of worries me there, but you also have the 2-point percentage here as 7th best on the opposite side for Gonzaga. 8th best in efficient field goal percentage, 34th best in the defensive side, 9th best in the nation versus the 10th best defense in KU, 15th best down low. I think this might be a really fun game, a preview of a soon Big 12 matchup as well. Damn. I think KU prevails. Let's go, Rot Chalk.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Yeah, I got Jayhawks too. Johnny?
Yeah, I mean, I had Big Nice beating Gonzaga. You guys had Gonzaga going past them, but I got Kansas winning this game.
All right. Damn. 3 votes for Kansas advancing into the Sweet 16. Scott, Purdue versus Utah State.
This is the easiest region. If Purdue does not get to the final of this region, I think Matt Painter needs to be fired, to be honest with you. Give me Purdue. Damn. Zach Edey's going to make the difference.
I agree here too. Johnny, who you like?
Yeah, I got Purdue. I mean, Purdue has to win this game, bro.
Hey, Nick.
They have to win it.
Yeah,
Nick, can you do the Vince McMahon? You're fired.
You're fired.
3rd best defensive stat in the 3-point range. What stopped Purdue last year? Playing defense at the 3-point line. Guess what? Utah State, I think, takes that one.
Well, they had Purdue advance in our bracket, Tanner. So it's Purdue, Kansas. Who you like?
Purdue, KU. See, that's the thing. I hate this matchup. I don't want this matchup. If we lose, I want to lose either Sanford or Gonzaga because I hate the big matchups because that's when KU shows up when they're supposed to get their ass kicked. I can tell you that much right now. Regardless, let's take a look here.
So who's fuck's winning?
We got blown out by Houston. We beat Houston. We beat Connecticut. We beat Tennessee. We lost to Marquette, but we beat Kentucky as well. All big games, all big highlights. When the team needs to win a game, they win the game. Rot chalk, baby. Let's go.
You got Kansas. I got Rock Chalk too as well. Scott?
Johnny, who you got?
Oh, come on. Just go. Just go.
I got Kansas, bro. I got Kansas. I mean, I have no faith in Purdue. I would not be surprised if Purdue. I mean, that's why I said Purdue has to win that first matchup. That matchup against Utah State. I would not be surprised if they lost, though. They're not going to beat Kansas.
I think if Kansas gets to this point, I think Dickinson and McCullough are healthy enough to win this game.
I think Dickinson's playing good if they're to this point.
Right. Yeah. That's so I think Kansas has a lot of momentum if they get to this point.
Yeah.
We got Kansas.
Yeah.
I mean, I got Kansas and Creighton in my bracket.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of Creighton, Johnny, Creighton versus Tennessee. Who you like?
I got Creighton.
I got Creighton too. Tanner?
Yeah, I got Creighton as well.
Hey, that's
Tennessee.
3 votes.
Tennessee.
Scott said Creighton, so we're going Creighton.
No, I'll actually go Tennessee. Tennessee.
Oh, come on. What, are you serious? You're so full of garbage.
Hey, listen, I bet Creighton in my personal bracket. I got Creighton. I'll go Tennessee. I think Dalton Connect could make the difference in that game, to be honest with you.
Go ahead, Scott or Sam. Tennessee, Kansas.
He did this because he knows it's my team. And it's going to hurt my feelings. That's why he did what he did.
I went with Tennessee, Sam. What do you want me
to do? No. You were all about Creighton. Marshall,
I picked Tennessee. I picked Tennessee.
Okay. So we're Tennessee?
It's 2-2. Yeah.
For heaven's sake.
2-2?
Rick Barnes, unfortunately, can't get it through. And it's what bothers every UT fan. So I think Creighton's going to win that one. I hate it.
Oh, so you got Creighton. Okay. Yeah. All right. So it's Creighton, Kansas.
See, Johnny, we used the reverse psychology on Sam. You picked Creighton. So
I got Creighton over. I got Creighton over Kansas. Creighton advancing. Johnny?
So do I. I got Creighton.
Scott?
Go ahead, Tanner.
Oh, for
Rock Chalk KU. Holy crap. Did I just talk KU in the Final Four? I have no idea what I just did.
I got Creighton.
No one's taking this seriously.
It's 2-1. It's 2-1. So I've bet Creighton to win this regional. I've got Creighton on my personal bracket. So I'm going to take Kansas.
2-2, Sam.
Creighton. Next.
Ridiculous.
All right, we're down to the Final Four, I believe, right? Up to the Final Four.
I could play too. You want to play? Let's play.
The Final Four. We got, we're real chalky here. Not too bad, I guess. We got number 1 seed North Carolina versus number 1 seed UConn. On the other side, you got number 2 Marquette versus number 3 Creighton. All right, here we go. Number 1 versus the number 1 UConn and North Carolina. Scott, who you got?
I'm going UConn in this matchup. I just think they got way too much for North Carolina, offensively, defensively. So give me UConn.
I got the defending champs as well. Johnny?
He's on mute.
God damn it, Johnny.
My bad, guys. I'm trying not to chew into the mic, but I'm starving. I got UConn, bro. I'll take UConn.
All right, UConn advances to the national title game.
Yep. Who will
right.
they play?
Marquette, Creighton. Tanner, we'll go to you.
I would have had KU lose here. I think Marquette takes us 2 in a row, so it don't matter here. Marquette's the better team. They shoot better, and they can play you better as well. So give me Marquette.
Scott.
I'm going to agree with Johnny. I think Creighton could get to the championship game, or, I don't think they beat UConn, but I think Creighton's going to win this game against Marquette. 2 Big East teams against each other. Give me Creighton.
Woo! It is a Big East matchup. I didn't even realize
three,
that. Right
3 Big East teams in the Final Four we got.
Final Four.
Yeah, that's old school. Yeah. So, Johnny, who you got? Marquette, Creighton. It's 1-1.
I'm gonna go with Creighton, bro.
I like Marquette. Go ahead, Sam. Break the tie. Who's going to the national title game?
Marquette's going to the national title.
Let's go.
Sam.
Shaka Smart.
No,
Smart.
You all did this to me. You all did this.
Let's go.
Don't plow the road if I can't drive it.
UConn versus
does UConn go back to back, Sam?
Does UConn go back to back? No, I have Marquette winning the whole thing.
Ooh, Marquette. Okay, Sam's got Marquette. All right, that's one vote for Marquette. Johnny, UConn or Marquette?
I mean, I'm gonna have to go with UConn here. I had UConn against Creighton, and UConn beating Creighton, so I'm gonna go with UConn here. They repeat.
See here, Marquette beat them twice. No, UConn beat Marquette twice, and then 3 times. 3 times. You're telling me you got to beat them a 4th time once again in a championship spot?
Right.
Marquette, baby, let's go.
UConn's gonna choke.
Tanner or Scott?
Am I breaking the tie? Nick, what do you got?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's all. Sam got UConn. Johnny's got UConn.
No, Sam had
Tanner's got
Marquette.
Sam had Marquette.
Sam and Marquette?
I have Marquette.
Oh, okay. So it's 2-2. 2-1. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go UConn. I think UConn is gonna beat them 4th time. They got way too much from Marquette, I think. So.
And with that being said, the LTS Final Four winner is UConn Huskies.
Unreal.
Pull that play.
So now we're gonna go to the Caitlin Clark tournament, right? Is this what we're doing?
No.
No, we'll get our final thoughts here, and we'll get out of here. That was a lot of fun. Again, folks, if you're just tuning in or you're watching, in the comment section is our link to at the very top. It's pinned to our bracket on ESPN. If you beat us, you win some money. And if Tanner finishes dead last in his bracket with the 5 of us, you get to pick the song that he sings and dances to. If I finish last between the 5 of us, I will drink a sardine milkshake on air. If Sam finishes dead last, he has to have a shaved head until the Guardians win 2 games back to back. If Johnny finishes dead last, he is going to grow a beard all the way to the end of baseball season. So Scott will wear Mr. Red Sox will wear Yankees every time he's on air until the end of baseball season. So those are our bets. So again, click the link get in our bracket. I think we got 22 people already in there or more the last time I checked. So
is that how distraught Scott is about wearing Yankee gear? He just froze on us.
Yeah, you're frozen on my end.
Yeah, we're frozen on our end.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So that's it. Make sure you check it. Real quick, around the horn, real fast. Johnny, we'll start with you. Final thoughts.
This was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. This is the best time, obviously, for college basketball. I can't wait to watch the women's tournament as well. So a lot of unproductive people at work over the next couple weeks, but a lot of fun basketball games, a lot of upsets. Like I said, I'm hoping for a UConn Creighton championship game. So we'll see what happens. But enjoy yourselves, have fun, and of course, I got to mention it. pinstripe perspective tomorrow, 7:00, inside the Yankees, everything you need to know about the Yankees, including the spring breakout stuff. I got some information for you there too. So check it out tomorrow, 7:00.
Tanner, final thoughts.
It's basketball season, one of the best times here, and I'm so excited for Wednesday to start here. So, because we get the playing game still, so watch the playing games
Thursday.
They start in the middle of the day,
watch
right?
the playing games.
Is it like 12, 1 o'clock?
Nah,
No,
Thursday.
No, it's at
7
night
night.
usually. For the
Wednesday.
Okay.
Thursday it starts middle of the day though, Johnny.
Thursday starts at
Yeah.
11.
Thursday
my time,
starts
noon
early.
your time.
I'm just trying to figure out when I'm not going to be working.
Yeah. So it's gonna be noon your time.
Okay.
So, but I'm excited for it. Excited for this.
No,
start.
he's East Coast time. He's 1 Eastern.
Yeah, I know. He's noon.
No,
Is it 11 o'clock our time?
It starts 11 our time.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Oh,
Nice.
damn, on Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Thursday
Nice.
it goes from noon to
Thursday
right
and
after
Friday.
midnight.
Yeah, noon
Yeah.
to midnight. Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
So,
dude.
so it'll be a good time here. If you guys want to, there's still fantasy football stuff dropping too. So I'm working on Basement Brew Fantasy Football. Go check it on YouTube. Dropping off some Keenan Allen, Hollywood Brown, and Calvin Ridley segment tomorrow. So check that out there if you're interested in best ball or dynasty. Really great insights there. I've actually learned a lot from these new coaches coming into play too, the new OCs through the series as well, and never would have guessed some of these guys actually had impact. So should be interesting there. So go check out Basement Brew Fantasy Football there, dropping some good stuff there. So keep rolling. Let's go.
Scott.
So my final thought's very simple. You don't realize that pets are part of your family too. I lost my 14-year-old cat Saturday. Just heart attack or blood clot, one or the other, completely in shock. Walked in and was dead on the floor. So, pets are family too, just like kids, just like fathers, daughters, stuff like that. Love them just like you love they become part of your family. You get attached to them. So, rest in peace to my cat, who I picked out from a shelter. So,
Well said.
bro?
Sam, final thought.
Enjoy the good times while you can. I was reminded of a photo of last year, and it was my twin girls crawling around on the floor. Now they're running around and beating the crap out of me, But I couldn't believe
Literally putting him in the hospital, people.
literally putting me in the hospital. But just how tiny they were, and that moment, and it was and just like that, it was gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like they say. I know it sounds cliche, but it's just like they say. They do grow up fast.
I just turned 4. Can't believe it. So
Yeah, it's crazy.
My oldest about to turn 14,
and by the way, for everybody listening, Sam's bracket we posted on X, so be watching out for that when he fills it out. So
What's that Ralph meme? I'm in danger.
That means we all have to have ours filled out tomorrow, right? Before Wednesday's
Thursday.
no, you still Thursday. You're good.
I'm about to say, so we'll wait. Okay, so we're gonna wait until they go in, until these playing games.
Well,
are
you
done.
can fill it out now, Johnny. Just fill it out. Yeah, fill it out whenever. Yeah.
I'm filling it out tonight after the show. I'm going on
Because the playing game part is all one, so it's one. So you're either playing the Texas or the Virginia, Colorado
I
State.
got you.
You're picking either Virginia, or Colorado State to beat Texas. You're not
I got
picking either team.
like
right
we
now.
did tonight.
Okay.
Like we did
All right, but we have until Thursday before noon, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, before you go to Nick, I just want to say, if you're new, hit the subscribe, smash the like, turn on the notifications, and don't forget the show. If you can't watch us on YouTube, we're available on Spotify. So check us out
Hello,
on Spotify.
Spotify. Hello, Spotify.
All right. Yeah, folks, that is the show. Please check out my latest edition of the Bodkin Show. I had Rev Trev joining on me. I sat down with a reverend yesterday. Didn't catch on till so it's me and a reverend. That starts already.
Surprisingly, there was nothing wrong that happened on that show.
Yeah,
so.
no lightning strikes.
No,
I was expecting boiled water on one side or something
Power
like
of
that.
Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
I mean, the ultimate, So it was, yeah.
I
think Rev knew there was no saving me already. So, you know what I mean?
He didn't attempt, so.
Please check it out. It's a great insight. We talked a lot of Packers. He's a huge Packers fan. And I mean, we really enjoyed it sitting down with Trev yesterday. So please check that out. Other than that, we'll be back Thursday. We'll have Jim and Jonathan on Thursday. Can't wait to sit down. Jonathan's out recruiting. And Jim will talk a little hockey and a little bit of the wrestling and everything else.
Wait a minute. On Twitter, I saw Jonathan on the golf course. Is that how he recruits?
Yeah.
That's how you do it. You take them out, show them what they could be missing. So see how their ball hits and see how their mentality is. Do they slam the golf club like Nick would if they miss a putt?
Hey, I don't even get out the golf club. I just sit in the golf cart and drink and take
you yell at it like Happy Gilmore. That's what you do.
Go ahead, take the 6 iron out. 6 iron. Hit the 6 iron. That'll do.
How far can you chuck that one?
That's all I do. I'm just there to have a good time. I ain't there to fucking hit the ball. Nonetheless, folks, it's been a good time with you guys as always. We'll be back Thursday, 8 o'clock Central, 9 Eastern. Be a friend, tell a friend, like, subscribe, get into our March Madness pool. We'll see you then. Johnny, hit that outro, baby. Let's get out of here.
What am I supposed to do with those nuggets? What am I supposed to do with those nuggets?
Thanks so much. Thanks so much for joining us, and until next time, let's talk sport, friends. Thanks for watching.